Hi, welcome to How to Repair. In this video I'm going to show you how to change and test a heating system on a Hotpoint Indesit washing machine. This can also apply to Ariston and other manufacturers within the Whirlpool group. Now normally you would end up with an error code if the diagnostic system has this built in. This machine has been repaired recently, and the problem being is there's no heat still on the machine. We actually repaired a leak on the soap box on this machine, but all machines that come into the workshop always go through a cleaning system and also a full test system where the machine is put onto a hot wash to make sure it's getting to 60 degrees and goes through the whole wash cycle. Now, faults that can occur with these Hotpoint Indesit machines, the element could go open circuit. The element may be damaged and tripping the electricity supply. I have an element here which was hit by coins quite heavily, and I'll just bring that up to the camera for you, and you can see that the element has got some chunks damaged into the actual element or resistance part of the element. Now this was tripping the electricity supply. That can be another fault. But as I said, normally you would end up with a diagnostic system showing you either F3, F7 or F8 error code. On this occasion it hasn't got the software built into it, so all it's doing is going through the whole wash, but it's not heating the clothes. So what we need to do is disconnect the machine from the power, turn the machine round, and I'll show you how to test and access the washing machine element. Right, we've disconnected the machine from the water supply, made sure the machine is unplugged from the electricity, and we need to remove the back cover. I'm just going to take the belt off to give me a little bit ease of access. Okay, we've taken the back of the machine off. Let me explain what everything is. Firstly, we've got the live wire going to the element and then the neutral wire. We have the NTC sensor in the middle and the earth wire bonding it to the chassis. To the left of the appliance here we have a circuit board which controls all the wash functions. It's good to know that the NTC sensor sends that information to the circuit board, which then activates a relay, which then sends the electricity through to the element as required. Now, the relays sometimes can become faulty. I've put a link in the description below for you to go to that video so you can see all about NTC sensors, and also the relays on the circuit board. There's another video on relays on the circuit board. Now, this is a 1700 watt element, and we should have a ohms reading, if I can just set the meter up so you can see, of somewhere in the region of about 33 ohms resistance at 230 volts. That would indicate it's 1700 watts power. So we'll disconnect the wires off this machine. Remember, you should always have the appliance disconnected from the electricity before working on it. We'll connect up the meter, and on this element we are open circuit. There is no ohms reading at all going across this element. So we know the element is faulty, and we're just going to replace that, and we'll also swap over the NTC sensor. Sometimes with new elements they come with a new NTC sensor. Some elements do, some elements don't, depending on the manufacturer. So to get this off, you need to take all three wires off the machine. Okay, we have an 8mm bolt in the middle, and we need to undo this, but not all the way. Just wind it back until the nut comes to the end of the thread. Just give it a knock inwards. Let me explain what this does. This actually removes the bar and takes the pressure off the seal. As this is squeezed up, the seal expands to actually keep a watertight seal all the way around it. So now the element's loose, it should come out I do warn you, sometimes these elements can be very difficult to come out. That has come out, but as you can see, how much crud and dirt is around this element, and it's got to go through another cleaning process after I've replaced this. You want to clean up and dry all this area. And the reason all that dirt has been building up inside the machine, because it hasn't been able to do a hot wash when I've been putting the machine through a cleaning function. But I'll show you how to do that in another video after this. So just dried up all the seal. We'll take out the NTC sensor. As I say, I have another video to show you how to test NTC sensors, but you do need the manufacturer's diagram on these to show you what the resistance should be at a certain temperature. So we'll put that in. Just going to loosen this off so there's no pressure on the seal at all. So we've put some detergent all the way around, and we'll just slide the element in. And now we'll do up the nut. This actually not only compresses the seal to the drum, it also compresses the seal around the NTC sensor, making it watertight. Once you've got it hand tight, do it about half a turn, as we want to have some substantial pressure on this. Then connect up the earth wire, the NTC sensor, the neutral and the live, and now we can put the machine on test. Okay, I've put the belt back on the motor of the washing machine and also replaced the back. I've connected it up to the water supply. Now when I'm doing a test on the machine to make sure it's drawing the right power, I have some test meters which will always show me the ampage. So we're going to set it just to a 60-degree wash, and we'll press start. And then once the program kicks in after the machine has filled up with water, I'll be able to show you the test meter drawing the power for the element. Right, the machine has been running now for about 20-30 minutes, and I can put my hand on the glass and you can actually feel the heat coming from the water. And on my test meter on the wall here, you can actually see that the machine is drawing 9 amps roughly of power, which is about 2 kilowatt in energy. So the machine is heating perfectly. It will get up to 60 degrees and then go through the rinse cycle. In the links below, you will find the 2 videos I mentioned about relays and NTC sensors. And remember, if you do need a new heating element for your washing machine, do remember to use the identification label inside the door or on the back of the machine to be able to identify the correct part for your machine. Do not always go by the number that is written on the facial panel, because that is only ever a part number. This model number, for example, is WMEF 722 BC UK. There are some different variations of elements used on different model numbers, so you do need your correct model number. I hope you found this video helpful. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, as that's what keeps us going and able to make these videos for you. And if we really helped, you can always click on the donate button. Buy Paul a beer. Thanks very much indeed for watching.